Yo, what up, friends? With your hottest take of the week.
You know,
Okay.
something happened this past week that hurt me. I'm going to go into baseball here, guys. And I
Okay.
don't give a shit.
Very nice. I like that.
You know, a lot of people just think that because Garrett Cole's gone, the Yankees are just going downhill. Guys, I'm seeing a promise I haven't seen in years before. I think the team's practically building themselves up on their own. I have two big predictions this year's baseball season. I think Aaron Judge rights his wrong and gets MVP this season. Well, hold on. Adding on, the Yankees will meet up with the rematch with the Dodgers for a championship of championships. And I think Aaron Judge, with or without Garrett Cole, and it's looking like without him, Tommy John surgery's done. He made him sideline for the whole year. I'm telling you right now, more than ever before, the Yankees are destined to do the unthinkable. And I love it because if you go look up on the sports books, Omar's into that. In the sports books canteen, it's dropping the Yankees like they're straight garbage. They're not even giving them a chance. Slap in the face.
So, Jay, what you're saying, they're not even giving them a chance to.
They right their wrong this year.
But what you're saying, they're not projected to do well in the playoffs.
At all. They're not even projected to get past the first round, Canteen.
Wait.
Canteen, our Vegas numbers are dropping so fast.
No. Pull this train back. You're saying that they're not projected to do what?
We're not even supposed to be past the first round with the Vegas numbers that keep coming out. They're saying that we're not even a top 4 team anymore losing Garrett Cole. Let me tell you something right now.
Okay.
We're winning the World Series. I said it before. While we're down, that's what I wanted to say. While we're down.
Okay.
Because I love it. See, people would love to jump on you when you're up. Everybody loves the guy that's got the money already, bro. No. Come at me, and I'm broke, and I'm sitting on the sideline right now. I'm sitting home alone, sad. Come to me now, because we're about to be rich at the end of this.
Woo!
I'm telling you, join in. The Yankees will right their wrong while they lost their best pitcher right now. Now, I want to do one thing real quick before we go on. I just want to put what almost made the cut, but I couldn't do it. I know this one was kind of crazy too, but I got to think on it a little more. This is real NFL real quick. I don't know if Aaron Rodgers will ever be a first. I don't think Aaron Rodgers deserves, nor is he allowed to become a first ballot or maybe even a Hall of Famer in the NFL anymore. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know, Omar. I don't know.
Professor.
Okay. Wow.
I had to go one with my heart and my team, and I had to go one on the side.
Can I caveat?
Really? Okay, yeah, no, go ahead. We're going to talk about this. Go ahead.
Hey, so Jake, the Yankees, I got to give you that much. I think redemption. I think redemption is real. I think that you guys can bounce back. I think that you guys can turn things around. Here's the thing. He said Yankees going to get 28.
No, this guy better stop hating.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. He's right. I thought he was only saying 28 wins. I was about to scream.
He's
talking about chips. He's talking about the bling. You're damn right.
Here's the thing with the whole football thing. You got Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson are the low-hanging fruit right now when it comes to quarterbacks in the NFL. Aaron Rodgers kind of shot me with Rodgers, so I don't know if they released him from the Jets or not. But I mean, who's gonna pick him up? I mean, do you want him to be a backup quarterback to be detriment to your organization?
We're gonna get to that, Ken. I just want to ask you with what I said. No, with what I said. Think about this. You've had a 20-year damn career. You got one Super Bowl win. You ain't done shit since, and you just stat pats. Is that deserving anymore? I don't know if it is.
One Super Bowl, Jake. One Super Bowl, bro.
Yeah, shout out my brother Dirty Mojo from the 757 representing
28 chips, man.
Says 28 chips, damn right. Well, I'm gonna have to disagree with both of y'all. I know I wasn't here. I know I disappeared for a second because my internet went crazy.
Yeah.
But I assume from when I came back, I assume Jake's hot take of the week was that even without Garrett Cole, who is
The
now
Yankees
lost
are gonna
to
win.
the year, that the Yankees are still going to win.
Basuda.
That is booty juice. That
Basuda.
prediction and hot take is straight booty
juice.
That ain't happening.
I'm not saying that, Jake. I'm not saying that. He
The
said it.
Yankees ain't winning a damn thing. The only thing they're winning is a clown contest for being the worst jesters in the world, the way they threw that World Series with that 5-run inning they gave up to the Dodgers. So I don't want to hear
bring
anything.
back the past.
I
Don't
don't
hurt
care
us.
what the Simpsons predicted. I know the Simpsons predicted the Yankees would win in 2025. I don't care what the Simpsons predicted. It's not happening. Garrett Cole's out for the year. Aaron Judge is going to have a down year. No Giancarlo Stanton. No team whatsoever. Blow them all up. The New York Metropolitans are now the big brother in
Okay.
NYC.
Okay.
Let's
Shut
go.
the hell up, man. You gotta slap yourself.
Jake said, slap yourself.
Let's
That's like the little
go.
brother thinking that he could beat up big brother. You better stop.
Who gets to
You crazy, Jake.
Hey, hold on. On for my second take. What'd you think of A-Rod?
Yeah, you know what? I think that is a crazy take because of the fact that we always did think of Aaron Rodgers as a Hall of Famer since he won that first championship very early on, because we all projected, we all extrapolated that we thought he would have a much better career and have more championships by now. But now that you say that, and he's 40-something years old and only has one championship, he's definitely not first ballot, I don't think, anymore. He's still a Hall of Famer no matter what. I think just because he was one of the greatest quarterbacks even without the championship. It's like Dan Marino. Dan Marino didn't win any championships, but he was still one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. I don't put Aaron Rodgers over Dan Marino, but I do put him into probably top 15 quarterbacks of all time, probably. I would think. Maybe top 20.
Oh,
But not first
gosh.
ballot. I agree. Probably not first ballot. What do y'all think? Anybody think out there in the comments, Aaron Rodgers, is he still first ballot Hall of Fame? Let us know what you think. Dirty Mojo says one more. Yeah, you know,
Yeah,
right.
baby. Give me my Metropolitans, baby. But okay, no, I can see that. I can definitely see Aaron Rodgers not being first ballot. I still think he's a Hall of Famer, though. I will say that. Canteen, I'm going to put your music on, even though it gets us copyrights every time.
No.
Do
I mean,
if you really want it, I could put it on.
no, you good, bro. If it's gonna cut our show, you don't have to, man.
Yeah, because it gets copyrights on YouTube, and then you have to delete them later if you want to monetize your channel.
Oh no, you good, bro. We good.
All right, still play a little. Whoa, play a little lo-fi. Anyways, so all right, cool. Thank you, Jake, for your hottest take of the week, which will from now on be our first segment to go to, and then we will move into my mixed bag. That way, I can put them together and upload them every week as one segment. So, anyways, let's move on into our mixed bag. Says, hey guys, spotty signal area. Heard a few earlier parts. Family friendly. Careful with the language. Got it, Flo? No worries. We will keep the language to a minimum. We know we are on all the other channels other than our own, including Flo's and Let's Talk Sports. If we have a little bit of profanity, we apologize. We will try to keep it down to a minimum. That said, we keep it moving to the Professor's Mixed
Bag.
Bag. All right, cool. Mixed bag. First item in the mixed bag. Canteen and my man Stephen A. Smith got his bag. $100 million to be a sports personality on ESPN. Dude getting more bag than most athletes.
Right.
Canteen, start us off, Canteen. What do you think about this amazing news? By the way, Stephen A., I'm there next, baby. Let's go.
Hey, man, so the thing about Stephen A. Smith, man, he's a great TV personality, very educated, antiquated, great guy. A lot of people don't know how to take Stephen A. Smith, but he's doing what he's gifted to do, man. He's just doing sports. I think he deserves it. I mean, his ratings are through the roof. The ratings are through the, you cannot talk. Professor and Jake, when it comes to numbers, you cannot. I can lie, Jake can lie, and the professor can lie, but numbers do not lie, guys.
That's right.
The numbers are there. Shout out to Stephen A. Smith. Congratulations to him. First Take, he's superseding all the expectations, guys. Shout out to Stephen A. Smith, man.
And Jake, when you look at the revenue that First Take brings in, they bring in tens of millions of dollars in sponsorships and stuff every year. So you would think if he's the main star of the show, you might as well pay to keep him happy if it's bringing in that much money, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. I know we had this topic last week with the wrestling on the Mount Rushmore. I think Stephen A. solidified himself as a Mount Rushmore spot for one of the greatest sports personalities we've ever had.
Agreed.
I think this compares with the Mike and Mikes that had their 20-year span career. The thing that's different with Stephen A. is he's done it with Skip. He did a little bit with Max, and he's doing it now with Shannon. I mean, he does it with everybody.
He can do it with anybody, right?
That's the one thing I kind of put a notch above him. Proud of him. I know we'll talk later on his whole situation with LBJ, but yeah, currently right now with the whole entire 100 million thing, man. Hey, proud of you, bro. Keep doing you. Keep doing you.
Correct.
Yeah, we will talk about that incident in a little bit. But yeah, Stephen A. is obviously the best out there right now and one of the best to ever do it. And he deserves the bag. If you are the one that is bringing all the eyes on this channel, on this show, if this show is consistently the highest rated morning sports show and you are the main variable when all these other moving parts around you, including hosts, Molly's been there a while, but before that, they went through multiple hosts. So,
right.
So yeah, Stephen A. deserves. We live in a country of capitalism, as Stephen A. will always point out.
I got him number 2 all time. Not to cut you off, I have him number 2 all time. Yeah, number 2 all time in my opinion.
Let me finish my thought. I want to come to your list. Let me finish my thought real quick so I don't forget. And actually, I think I just did forget. Hold on.
My bad.
No, you're good. I'll get it back in a second. Hold on. Oh, so but as Stephen A. also likes to say on the shows, in a capitalist society, you get paid what you are worth, and what you are worth is what you can command. And he commanded that. Good to him. Like I said, I'm on my way up, Stephen A. I'm trying to follow right behind you. All these boys doing the streaming, they trying to follow behind you too. I need that money as well. Let's get that bag. What were you gonna say, Jake? What's your list?
Or I was just saying he's made my top 2 all time. He's right there. He's
number 1?
Colin Cowherd. I just think that Colin's the only guy I know that can do a show for 3 hours by himself. Yeah. And I think that's tough to do. Omar, it's like, and I'm not trying to give you your flowers, but I got you right here. Omar, for you to get on your show and come on, promote your show real quick. What is it called?
And do all your work by yourself.
Weekly Mondays, you can catch the professor's Seminalmente.
It's a tough job to do. Reason I respect academics in the social stages over there on that side, because he does that as well, other than the Joe Buttons and all that. Same thing with Colin. Same thing with our boy Omar. These guys, when you can make a show, it's something I would want to do eventually one day. I don't think I'm there yet, but the fact when I see you have to compete with yourself, and you have to make sure that you're talking the whole time. There's no pauses. You don't get a break from somebody else talking. You got to get it going. So, hey, salute to all those guys that have that in them to throw it down and go a good hour to 2 hours plus of just straight giving you the next ones, and you're just communicating. That's why I have Colin 1 above him. That's the only reason. Yep. Colin can carry a pod for 3 hours by himself. I've seen him do it on ESPN Radio. I've seen Omar do it on Mondays when I'm listening in and I'm playing my little 2K, and I got Omar in my background just hearing him out for the day. It's what these guys do. Got to give respect where it's due, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I will collect those flowers and take them generously because it is hard. I can't believe that I actually have done 20 of those shows now, which means I've done 5 months of those shows now. And yeah, I do go sometimes 2.5 hours. And although it's a lot of content and a lot of news that I'm giving out, it is very hard to continually talk the whole time without having any breaks to think or have other people interject and having to carry everything on yourself. So it is really hard. So it is a salute to all those people that can do that sort of thing, like Stephen A., like Colin Cowherd, like your boy, the sports professor. And I hear, Jake, what I'm hearing is the professor's third on your list, is what I'm hearing in terms of media personalities. And I'm loving what I'm hearing.
And you're young. These guys are probably on their back nine.
Hey, that's right. I'm still coming up. I'm a young buck, baby. Come get me.
Shit,
Anyway,
that Stephen A. can't think. Who's saying that?
You know,
who's saying that?
That's your boy Flo. You know, Flo said that.
Flo, why you look, Flo? I love Stephen A. Smith. I love Shannon, but Shannon's my favorite. I'm a Shannon Sharp. I'm a Shay guy. I love Sharp, man.
Shannon's doing his thing too.
With the nightcap.
He's in I'll put him in the tier with the Rogans where I like he does really good interviews. He does good interviews one-on-one. Really? I like his last one. His last one with Andrew Schultz. You gotta hear that.
That one was good. That one was good. Club Shay, that one was good, man. Real good. Okay. Real good.
Yeah. No doubt. Salute to all of them. Hey, Stephen A., I'd love to get on your show with you. Holla at me. We'll talk. Moving on. West Virginia. You gotta shoot your shot, right? West Virginia University. Rich Rodriguez, what the hell are you doing? Rich Rodriguez has banned TikTok dancing for his West Virginia University football team. Now, let me say this to you again. I did not say he banned TikTok completely. No, they can still go on there and tomfool around and waste time, but they just can't go on there and dance. What in the name of stupidity of rules and alienating future recruits who may like to do this sort of thing? What is going on here, Jake? Holla at me.
Look, man, I think there's a bad move. Here's why. We're in this era now where everything is promotions in a way. Mm-hmm. And I know, like you said, you're not promoting he's not taking away TikTok itself. But be honest with me, is West Virginia as big as the elite of elite schools? No. So you're taking away the fun and the aspect. You don't know if you're going to lose some recruits because of stuff. I'm telling you, kids nowadays, they want to have some freedom around. Yeah. And if they feel they're bossed and stuff like that, hey, man, they'll go get a bag somewhere else. And they'll move on from you. Bad move. You need to fix that fast. That's all I'm going to say. I don't like it at all. I get what he's trying to do. I understand that. But, hey, I believe in the aspect of when it's time to do some work, let's do some work. When it's time to have some fun, let's have some fun. Don't ban your fun, though. Don't ban the fun completely. That's all I'm saying.
No, I'm with you on that. Canteen. What do you think?
Hey, here's the thing, man. I think that as coaches, man, you have to have a balance, man. There's a time and place for everything. I think sometimes you can be too tough, and then you forget about people have feelings, emotions, and different things like that. These guys come to college, they come to get an education, play football, but we have lives, man. They have lives. Let these guys live. If you're going to shove football down the throat, shove education down the throat, that's cool. But when I go back to my dorm room, when I go back to my apartment, I want to cut it loose. I want to drink. I want to hang out. I want to live a life that's beyond football and trying to get a degree. Let these guys live, man. And if you don't, they're going to start doing stupid stuff like drinking and driving, getting into trouble, doing things that are going to be detriment to your football team and detriment to your organization, which is going to cause more harm to the organization, which is going to cause you not to win games. You're going to lose. Then you're not going to become bowl eligible, which is going to just set your whole program back. Let loose. Focus on consistency and discipline when it's necessary, and then let the guys have fun, man.
Yeah, I agree with both my brothers here. I think that you need to let the kids be free. They are still kids after all. Let them enjoy their life while they're trying to play football. You do alienate your recruits. Right. If you do this, and it's possible there are recruits that just don't even consider West Virginia because of one stupid rule that you decided to stand on the hill and die on for this stupid rule. So that's on him. He's going to lose recruits for sure in the future. I don't know how many, but it definitely will impact his recruiting unless he removes it and it's public. That being said, the only other thing I want to say, because my brothers handled that perfectly. Don't drink and drive, as Canteen said, very bad. And B, we also do not support underage drinking on this program. So they are still kids, a lot of them still under 21. So we do not encourage underage drinking or drinking and driving on this program. Please do not do either or. If you do, we don't know. We did not suggest it. Anyways, that's just to keep us legally intact. Does that mean that I did not drink in college? I definitely did. So anyways, Flo says Colin still gets commercial breaks a few times every hour. Yeah, he does. You're right. I don't. Oh, look at that. I don't. I'm better than Colin Cowherd. Look at that.
Hey, Professor, man. Hey, you a G, bro. You a G.
Thank you,
Omar just go.
I appreciate that, bro.
Kudos, man, to you, man.
He says maybe you should ban certain types of
Come
dancing,
on,
like
Flo,
sexually explicit.
Flo, you got to understand, man. We're living in 2025.
Mm-hmm.
People are doing what they want to do, man. These guys are between the age of 20 and 20. Man, let these people live.
I honestly think that. Oh, my bad. I thought you were done. Keep going.
No, when I was between 20 and 25, mm-hmm. I didn't care what I did. I didn't care. People just want to be free. People want to live. People have no concern. Some people do. Some people have values and all these different things, but some people have values and they still do whatever. They're in college to have an experience. Let them experience life, man. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I think I was going to say I think that would actually hurt him more, because I think if you single out a specific type of dance or a specific type of dance people, then you get into the slippery slope of, are you talking about because of different cultural
religions, creed, nationalities, all these different,
right? And then you're just going to push off more recruits. So I don't suggest either of those rules are a good idea. But hey, Flo, I mean, that would work in BYU, a Christian school,
BYU, a TCU, Christian,
even maybe the service academy
organization.
Right. Yeah. Jake, what do you think about
excuse me, Professor, and I don't mean to keep entertaining, but these ideologies will work in that type of environment.
Right.
That wouldn't work at the University of Georgia. That wouldn't work at Alabama. That won't work at Clemson. It won't work at Texas.
Jake, do you have any thoughts on that?
I think y'all hit it right on the coffin. Yeah, you can't. The thing is, and I've always noticed this, guys right now during that age, especially from the ages 18 or even 16 all the way to 24, 25, people are trying to experience things that, they just want to follow a trend. I remember whenever I was growing up early, everybody was doing that ice bucket challenge. Everybody was doing the remember whenever everybody would freeze, what song was that called? Black Beatles by Sway Lee and them. Everybody would do that freeze. It's like you're telling them to stop a moment in time. People are just following the trends. You got to deal with it. What's over trending? You got to go with it.
Yeah, and like we said, they're still kids, so you have to let kids be kids. And nowadays, social media is what runs kids' lives. So, anyways, all right, cool. Moving on to hockey news. Actually, these will be my last 2 points of news since Jake stole my Yankees Garrett Cole needing Tommy John surgery. But in hockey news, Alex Ovechkin is now 9 goals away from breaking Wayne Gretzky's record with 886 goals. He plays tonight against Wayne's former team, my favorite team, the Los Angeles Kings. Should be a good game coming on here in about an hour. I'll be sitting down to watch that tonight. But again, it's looking like he probably will get there, as there are still 18 games, I believe, still left for the Capitals, or somewhere around there. Someone could correct me if not. So, yeah, we'll see what happens there. It was just an update. I know how both of y'all feel about that, and I think the fans do as well, so we can keep it moving. Also in hockey news, trade deadline passed. Wow, the Dallas Stars went for it by getting Mikko Rantanen from the Carolina Hurricanes, and as well another huge winner in the NHL hockey deadline is the Florida Panthers. The defending champion Florida Panthers went out and traded for Brad Marchand, one of the best forwards in the league, to pair him with Matthew Tkachuk, one of the best defensive men in the league, and they added Seth Jones, another great defensive men in the league. So the Florida Panthers, after winning it last season, are going all out at the trade deadline to try to repeat and go back-to-back. Gentlemen, how do you feel about any of that hockey news?
Well, hold on. I know you're the hockey expert. I'm going to reverse it to you. What's more likely? Dallas, with the moves they made at the trade deadline to finally get past the hump and win it, or Florida repeating on you? What are you thinking, Omar?
That's a really, really great question. And it's tough because, see, what happened here is the moves that the Dallas made at the deadline to get Mikko Rantanen. They also have one of their best players, Tyler Seguin, coming off of long-term injured reserve. He's been injured most of the season. So that's going to be like another free agent that they get back kind of thing to their team. You pair that with the team they had already, they really just built around the edges and fortified. That makes them a strong all-around team, so they really have a great chance. But if you're telling me that the defending champions went out and got 2 stars, like Brad Marchand and Seth Jones are both stars in the league. Maybe not superstars, but stars. They're not just regular players. So you went out and you telling me the defending champions went out and got 2 stars, 2 starters, frontline starters on any other team in the league? Give me the Panthers to repeat.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, going back to this, Flo had another comment. You can say that, Cam, but I bet Nick Saban didn't allow certain social media things, and it worked for him. It just wasn't made public.
But see, here, let me caveat on that.
That's probably true.
Okay. So let me compare apples to oranges.
That's a long time ago too. Yeah.
You got Deion Sanders at Colorado and Nick Saban at Alabama. They're both successful football coaches. So what are you talking about? Deion Sanders is in the spotlight, and they said he wasn't gonna have a winning season, but he won.
That's true.
It's apples to oranges. It
No.
matter.
Here's what you got to get to. The NIL guys didn't exist. There's a reason Nick Saban ran as fast
That's
as
why he
did
ran away from
when
the
that
game.
NIL came in, because he knew that the players now get to pick and choose. No, you don't just got to go to his program to win a chip. Now you can get paid, and now that's why Nick Saban got scared than ever and became a broadcaster
He
so
washed
fast.
his hands and walked away from the game of football.
Very fast.
Quick.
There's a reason behind that. He knows in this day and age, he ain't getting all them favorites that he was allowed in Alabama a decade ago. It's a different time.
Yeah, you hit that right on the head. That's exactly why he left, was because NIL came into play and he didn't want to.
Shout out to Sean McCoy. He called that out from the very beginning.
Right.
Yep, that's true. All right, cool. Last point of the professor's mixed bag today. Earlier today, a very scary moment for the Duke Blue Devils, as in the ACC tournament. Cooper Flagg went down with an ankle injury and had to be wheelchaired to the medical room. He did come back out later walking, so hopefully it is nothing major, as he is the projected #1 NBA pick. But they will probably keep him out for the rest of the ACC tournament until March Madness, although they say he's trying to come back. But the coach, I believe, would be supremely stupid if he let something like that happen. Jake, what do you think about that?
Keep him rested, bro. It's not worth it right now. Keep him rested up. Heck no, man. He's got a lot of games, future. Keep him rested, well-rounded. Not only that, you don't want to further his injury. You really don't. Not in this time. And I know it's kind of like fighting it because you got March Madness literally right around the corner, but dang, man, you gotta slow it down.
Yeah.
You gotta slow it down right now. I'm sorry. What you think, man?
Hey, so they were playing against my guys. Last weekend, guys, I went to go see Georgia Tech play Wake Forest, and Wake Forest pounded the Yellow Jackets, man. But here's the thing. The Yellow Jackets put up a good fight, man, but as you guys have caveated, man, let him rest, man. I mean, hell, if I'm Cooper Flagg, I don't really care what Duke does at this point. I'm value added to the NBA. I don't care about an NCAA champion. None of that matters. I'm thinking about a draft pick, lottery pick, and where I'm gonna go play in dividends. I'm an asset, not a liability at this point in my career. That's how I'm thinking, man.
I mean, you hit that on the head, and I don't know why he's trying to come back. If anything, if it were me, I'd be trying to protect
I ride
my money.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You
That's
got to
right.
protect your money at that point,
Correct.
which takes us into a bigger question that is going around the lexicon right now about Cooper Flag with NIL that we talked about earlier. A lot of people are saying, well, maybe he should stay another year since he has the NIL money. But doing that, you also forego starting your NBA contract, which then takes you another year to get to your second contract, so on and so forth. What do we think about that, Canteen?
Man, go leave. I mean, if you have really managed your NIL money properly, managed it, invested in, done what you're supposed to do, and most guys that get the NIL money, they manage it properly. Man, only thing I would be focused on is leaving. I would leave, go to the NBA, still do school, get your degree, and go to the NBA and have your degree as a fallback. But I mean, you're gonna thrive in the NBA anyway. The money's gonna come. Don't chase the money. Chase the game, and then the money will follow you.
I like that. Yep. Yeah, Jake.
Yeah, I would do the same. Now, I do feel the opposite in the NFL, though. I do feel
Okay.
with college football.
Uh-huh.
Look, an average career is about 3 to 4 years. You may not even ever see a second contract. As in the NBA, you usually get to drag on, so on and so forth. Hell, Chandler Parsons was still getting paid $10 million, 8 years into the league, and he sucked by then with the Rockets. So I'm just saying, guys in the NBA get better chances. You also get more money. So yeah, the faster you get to the NBA, the faster you can make more. The NFL, however, I do find it opposite. NCAA, and that's why I think we saw Quinn Ewers slow down and take, oh man, I'm gonna get paid here more over here. I'll stay over here, than deal with being a fourth round pick and now making a measly 200,000 when he's gonna make 1.3 million. So it's stuff like that. You got to think about it.
You're completely right. Actually, that's a great point, and most people don't even think about that. But there's different dynamics between basketball and football, which in football says, yeah, maybe you should stay another year and just collect that money. And it puts off the wear and tear, all that good stuff. Plus, especially if like you're a running back, like Ashton Gianti, let's say he still had years left that he could use, or which he does. But if he didn't want to go, if he wanted to stay and make more money, knowing that first running backs usually don't outlast their first contracts in the NFL, right? That would make sense. And again, like we said, right, you're taking yourself away from making that big money in the future. Because if you're right now at Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, SGA for Oklahoma City Thunder, when he gets his Supermax contract, he's going to be making $80 million a year. So, there's no NIL in the world that you're going to make any 80 million in 1 year. So you might as well start the clock now. Plus, you're the number one pick. It'd be different if, like, you were, like Jake said, a second round pick or pick even number 20 or even out of the lottery in the NBA. Let's say you're like a 14, 15, and you're not going to get the guaranteed lottery money. Maybe it's something you don't do. But as the first overall pick, no, you get the hell out and take that money.
Subscribe on YouTube at Ball and Buds for sports and entertainment.